my channel. So this is my most requested video, you guys. This is like the topic I get every day on my channel, and it's all about my pregnancy, my weight loss, how I got my flat stomach back, no stretch mark and everything. And in this video I will answer all those questions. But let me first of all tell you guys that I didn't really do much, you guys. I didn't do much when it comes to pregnancy and losing my baby weight and my stretch mark and everything. I didn't really do much. And I also want to add that sometimes it all depends on like the body, or maybe where you're coming from. Maybe sometimes people come from a family where they are plus size, you know. Let me tell you guys, I've been shying away from this topic because basically I didn't do much when it comes to shedding my baby weight and everything. But I decided to, like, I sat down and I started thinking, you know, one by one, what was it I did while I was pregnant, you know, after I gave birth and up till now, you know, the things I did and the things I still do that I know might help someone out there who is either maybe pregnant or who, you know, you've given birth and you're looking for solution on how to lose your baby weight. So these are the things I did, and it might work for you. So the first thing, if you guys watched my get to know me video, you would know I said it in that video that I used to be so scared of twins, and that is true. I used to be so scared of twins, and I'm from Africa, and according to like my lineage, they always say that like twins comes to those who are scared of them or something like that. But while I was growing up, you guys, I never thought or imagined I would have twins, because I wasn't fond of them at all. I used to be so scared of twins because, you know, imagine two people looking just the same. So it was crazy when I got pregnant for the first time in my life and went to check, you guys, and I was having twins. It was something else. Like for 2 weeks I couldn't eat. I was scared, but I thank God, because I can't exchange that feeling for anything in the world. That is the best feeling ever. Going it once and having 2 results is just the best feeling ever, you guys. But there is a secret also I want to share. One of my favorite food is yam, and I never knew. It was, you know, when I got pregnant and I started researching that, I found out they said that yam contains a fiber that helps estrogen, or there's something in women, you know, yam activates, so it helps for the conception of twins. I don't know how valid that is, but that is what I learned. And honestly, you guys, I love yams. I love yams a lot. So I guess maybe that's why I had twins, and I don't know. I just wanted to share this quick tip with you guys. But then when it comes to my weight loss, what was it I did to shed my baby weight? At first, when we found out we were having twins, the very first prayer, you know, we had throughout the time I was pregnant, especially with my husband, you know, he was always praying, asking God to please maintain my body shape after I have the babies, because he knew I was very scared of the changes having babies will do to my body and everything. And another thing is, when I was single, I used to be very slim, like I've always been a very slim person. And then when it comes to my stomach, while I was in college, so many people in school used to call me flat tummy, because that is number one thing they know me with. I didn't have no stomach at all while I was single. So I guess it also helped after I gave birth to the twins. But then, you know, I would say that number one thing, God answered our prayer by not making me like gain weight and all those things. But then the main things I did while I was pregnant was, doctors always tell you while you're pregnant you should eat for 2, eat for 2. I never for one day listened to that, because think about it, they tell you to eat for 2 for just 9 months, you know. It's just 9 months, you guys, and then after 9 months you have your whole life to live. So if you lose your shape, and if you just eat and eat for that 9 months, by the time at the expiration of 9 months, you guys, you will be you will be like too big because you ate and ate and ate for 2. So but while I was pregnant, you guys, you know, I was eating for 3 because I was eating for myself and for my 2 babies. I always ate what I wanted to eat, and I ate moderately. I didn't overeat. I was just, you know, but the main thing, I know I love water a lot, so I drink lots and lots and lots of water. And then while I was pregnant, I also ate fruits. All the ingredients you get in food, you can also get in fruits. And fruits, you guys know, it contains so many vitamins, so I ate mostly fruits, and then maybe once in a while, but I didn't eat. I know one of the things I didn't like while I was pregnant was beef and chicken, like anything meat. I didn't really eat that while I was pregnant. Then that is it. That is the #1 secret, you guys. Do not eat for 2 because the doctor said you should eat for 2. Eat because that is what you want, like, you know, you want to eat. Don't overeat while you're pregnant, because after you give birth, you will find it so difficult to shed those baby weight. And also our food bowel always gets accustomed to the size of food we eat. So let's assume while you were pregnant, you were eating such a large quantity of food. By the time you give birth, your bowel is already enlarged to that quantity of food you were used to eating for 9 months. So by the time you give birth, it will be very difficult for you to eat, to go back to the way you used to eat before you got pregnant, you know. So always bear that in mind. And then the next thing I did, after I still do it right now, is movement of bowel, you guys. Movement of bowel is very essential to weight loss, because sometimes when you eat, all the food is, you know, in your bowel, but when you are in the system of always moving your bowels, you know, it will also help. And another thing that helps in the movement of bowel is early morning water. You need to drink water every morning. Like once I wake up from bed, you guys, I just got used to that, because I used to be in the boarding school when I was in high school, and my form teacher, that was one thing he always, once we wake up from sleep, before our morning duty and then assembly and going to classes and everything, once you get up from your bed, the first thing you have to take in is water. So I guess I grew with that, and you know, it just became part of me. Once I wake up from bed, the very first thing that enters my stomach is water. And once I drink water, maybe after about 15-20 minutes, I start feeling as if I want to move my bowel. And yes, you guys, every day I move my bowel, every morning, every day, you know, so it helps in shedding weight. So that is basically it. I don't know, but I told you guys I didn't do much. This is, you know, I just shared with you guys what I did and what I still do for weight loss. And then maybe in between I might have fruits and vegetables, but sometimes I just find myself eating maybe once or twice, you know, but that I'm talking of like main meal. Sometimes I just eat a main dish once, and then others might be fruits, vegetables, water, you know. And then when it comes to my stretch mark, I researched that what causes a woman to have stretch mark while you're pregnant is that it happens when your fetus, that like your baby, starts developing hair, like hairs on the body, the hair. So I guess the hairs always irritates the skin, which makes you to always scratch your stomach. And if you can, try as much as possible not to scratch your stomach, you guys, because the more you scratch your stomach, the more you have those stretch marks, and after you give birth, it will be very difficult for you to get rid of it, or else you go to surgery or you use some products, which I don't know. But while I was pregnant, in terms of stretch mark, what I used was raw shea butter. Raw shea butter, you guys, is is enriched with so many things, you know. The raw one, I go to African markets and I bought the raw shea butter, and like every day, like the way I apply my cream after taking my bath, I just apply it all over my stomach. And it also helps to control your body, your stomach, from itching, you know, because when it itches, you will feel like scratching it. And let me tell you guys, it's really fun, like scratching your stomach, because you enjoy it. But shea butter has also helped me a lot when it comes to no stretch mark on my stomach, because I always applied my shea butter whenever I feel like scratching. I used to have it in my handbag. Whenever I feel like scratching, I would just apply my shea butter on my stomach, and it helped to control that. That is why after I gave birth to twins, and the twins, they stayed for 38 weeks, so it's not like I had them premature. One weighed 6.9 and the other one weighed 6.6 points, so you can imagine I really carried them so well. And then in terms of flat stomach, you guys, after I gave birth, immediately I gave birth, I gave birth through CS, and after I gave birth, I think I waited for 3 days and I started using Gedo. Yes, I didn't joke. Although I was in pain, but I knew as at that time that the babies came out freshly, that, you know, that was the perfect time to start using my Gedo, and I started using Gedo. Like, I used to go to bed with my Gedo, I do everything with my Gedo, and I think that was what also helped me to get back my flat stomach. And then from my Gedo, I also used shapewears. I used to use shapewears after I gave birth. Like, I can't remember the last time I used this. I used to wear, this is shapewear. I know, but they have this one, celebrities wears pants, but this is Heavenly Shapewear. I can't remember where I bought this from, but this also helps to, as you guys can see, you have your bust area and then you have your stomach area, and you know, you have the pin-up pants over here, and this really helped me tremendously. I have this too, so I always had this on after I gave birth, and it helped me. So you need your shapewear in order to get your shape back and everything. And also there is this exercise I grew up with. Is a Kegel exercise, where like it's a breathing exercise. So most of the time I'm always, I don't know how to explain it, you guys, but I always breathe in, you know, like to tuck my stomach in. I just breathe in and my stomach stays like that, you know. And it also helps like the muscles on the stomach, like it contrasts it. So most of the time, whatever I do, I'm always in breathe in, you know, motion. I don't know how to explain it, you guys, but all I know is it helps to contrast the muscles on the stomach. So every time, even when I eat, I'm so used to it that every moment, anytime you see me, I always have that motion going, like breathing motion. My stomach is always in because I always breathe in. And then the very last thing that helped me, you guys, is sit-ups. Like, it's an exercise, but I would say I don't do that often, but once in a while I do it, and it helps a lot. You just lay on the floor and you just sit up. The muscles on your stomach, you notice when you lay down, you can feel some motion on your stomach, like laying down and coming up. I'm so lazy to do that, but most of the time I just do it, like maybe count to 50. It helps a lot with gaining your flat stomach. And that is it, you guys. Like I told you guys, I didn't do much. That is just all I did throughout my pregnancy and even after I gave birth. These few tips I shared with you guys are all I did because I wrote them down, and that is basically all, you guys. I hope this video helped someone out there. I just decided to share it because I get this topic every day on my channel, like, Omabelle, I can't believe you have kids. Omabelle, you have to, you know, what did you do? Please, can you share with us? And that is it, you guys. I just decided to talk to you guys and tell you guys, because it's like when I don't reply or when I don't do a video, you guys will feel like maybe I neglected the topic, but I never did. It's just that I didn't find it like worth doing a video for. But when the questions started coming often and often, I just decided, I said, okay, just sit down and think of things you did, and I came up with these topics and these ideas, and you know, I decided to share what I did with you guys. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and please guys, don't forget to thumbs up this video, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.